Hi and welcome. This is Anna Bevan Gravely with NCFREE, and I am joined by Will Carnegie, founder of Ripe Revival Market. And actually, we went to high school together, so this is a really cool way for us to reconnect. Will, tell us a little about Ripe Revival Market.
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for taking the time to talk to me about it. A lot of exciting things have happened in our world in recent months, and we're super excited to be here. So, Ripe Revival Market is our newest leg of our company, Ripe Revival, where we are actually working directly with farmers and local businesses and delivering their products directly to consumers' doorsteps. It was founded just over a month ago in response to COVID-19. And so we started out shipping products directly to consumers' doorsteps in Nash and Edgecombe County and have now expanded into over 50 cities. And so we're super excited about being able to serve people in this time of need.
Wow, that's awesome. So was this your original plan?
That's a good question. As an entrepreneur, I don't know if anything ever goes as you originally planned, but this has been one of the biggest pivots that I've ever had to make in the business environment. And so, our original plan was a CPG, consumer packaged goods company, where we were making health foods out of excess farm commodities. And as COVID-19 kind of began to come into the picture, it really started to hinder our abilities to continue with that business. And so we naturally pivoted to what we know best, and that's fresh produce and relationships and community, and decided to take our network of farmers and food business contacts and our past experience with the subscription business model and turn it into a new business that provides a solution to a very big problem right now, a problem for businesses, a problem for farmers, and a problem for people. And that's providing access to foods and something we love to do. So definitely not the original plan, but has turned into a very fun opportunity that we hope will be a sustainable business that serves people beyond COVID-19.
Yeah, so David Rockefeller actually has one of my favorite quotes that I think is really timely and works out well right now. He says, "If necessity is the mother of invention, discontent is the father of progress." So in that spirit, how have you seen your business and those that you work with really adjust through this? I mean, you mentioned that this whole concept was a pivot, but how have you seen others that you're working with pivot as well?
I think that's the beauty and the light in really dark days right now. There's a lot of people that are struggling to provide for their families. There's a lot of businesses that are struggling to keep their business, their cash flow going because of pending shutdowns and just the fear and really insecurity that's created because of COVID-19. And so I think that the necessity of just survival really just makes people do things that have never been done before. And I think that's a great thing, especially when communities come together to serve one another. I think for us in particular, has really created a new outlook on how we interact with our customers. With our other business, that model was really more business to business. We were producing products and going the route to sell them to retailers and hopefully put them in consumers' hands. But now we've really developed such an incredible customer base of individuals and families at their homes and how we can serve them directly and communicate with them directly. And so that's been really fun. And I know there's a lot of businesses that are taking that route, making sure that consumers can access their products and that products don't go to waste, because that's a big issue with food and food production. And so it's exciting to see people innovate and really come together to serve the community.
Yeah. So have there been any outcomes that have really surprised you that you didn't anticipate happening? Did you think that you would be as well received as you have been?
When we came up with the idea, we knew that there was a need. It was really just a desire to serve people directly, honestly, in Rocky Mount, Tarboro, Greenville, Wilson, in our direct community. But as we launched, we were just so overwhelmed by not only the support of supporting us and local business partners, but just the joy that they got when they opened a box of fruits and vegetables and foods, and the joy that it brought their family, and us seeing them post pictures of their excitement and pictures of them cooking and we're not just curating a box of produce and groceries. We're creating experience. We're trying to pick foods that they can cook with and spend time together. And so that response really just led to a wildfire of organic growth into the other areas we're in. People were posting pictures on social media and sharing with their friends and family. And, from city to city, we just saw a demand, and we were able to really respond quickly. Very fortunately, have some great partners that have helped us grow and sustain that. And so did not expect this at all, but we're continuing to expand and hoping that continues and that we can serve people beyond this crisis, because I do believe that this will change how consumers shop. I think that this is going to be something that is around for a while. Even after life gets to somewhat normal of a pace, there's always going to be this new found way to shop and experience foods and local businesses.
Yeah, I know my parents have been getting a box, I think from almost the beginning, and they absolutely love it. They love that, as my mom says, it's like you put together a box, like a puzzle, trying to anticipate what people could cook with all of the items that you put in the box. And so that's been a really great experience for them, specifically in this time of uncertainty and wanting to be safe and protect those that we care about by also staying in. And so with all of the unknowns that we have with COVID and not really knowing the full impact of everything, what do you anticipate to be the next steps for Ripe Revival? Can you even predict? I mean,
yeah, well, we're planning that, now and really having fun with that, because the support has really given us the momentum to be able to really think that this is something that we can take and grow from here. And so as we do that, our passions are really surrounded by community. And so we want to be directly involved in agriculture. We want to work hand in hand with local farmers. We want to provide outlets for their products. We want to get them into consumers' hands, and we want to educate people how they're grown. I think that food is very amazing in the fact that it brings people together, and it makes people laugh and brings joy to everybody. And so we want to be a big part of not only providing that food, but showing our customers and basically our family how that food is grown, where it's grown, the faces behind who's growing it. We want them to have that direct connection. So we're really focusing on our relationships and how we can document as we come into North Carolina's busy season for planting crops and harvesting crops. We're already out there filming how these crops are being planted. And so when we put cabbage in a box in 3 weeks, we're going to be able to show you how that crop was grown and who grew it. And so that's really important for us. And then as we expand our partnerships, we want to offer more solutions. We're listening to customers' feedback. Is it too much produce? Do they want more or less? Do they want an option? Do they need more meat? So we're listening to be able to evolve and maybe add more solutions and more customized options. As we grow, as we understand our business, we're hoping to make some changes that will give a much better experience overall.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Will. I've really enjoyed this time getting to reconnect with you. Where can our membership go to learn more about you and Ripe Revival Market?
Yeah, it's a great question. So Ripe Revival Market, we have a website. It's riperevivalmarket.com. You can sign up
pretty direct,
right there.
To the point.
Pretty direct. We've also got our business where we make health foods out of farm crops, and that is riperevival.com. And we've got some exciting things in the works. I don't want to, really jump into it because it's not certain yet, but we are in the works on a special venture, a nonprofit that's going to be really catered towards putting these farmers' crops into the hands of those in need and allowing our community to come in and help support that. And so we're hoping to have some great news there in the coming weeks, but that's a big goal of ours, is to not only make this business a sustainable one, but to really broaden our impact in the community here by feeding people that really need it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much, and have a great rest of the day. And thanks for sharing with us a little bit more about you.
Yeah, thank you for your time and for listening to me ramble about what we love here. So thank you.
Awesome.